Your hips are covered in muscles, ligaments and fascia that all work together in concert to allow you to properly use and move your hips. They are highly movable joints that allow you to perform your everyday tasks such as walking and squatting. If an imbalance occurs in the vital muscles that surround the hips, then you can start to get some discomfort, pain or tightness at the front of your hips. By the end of this video, with the help of Dr. Andrew Kurt from Pain Specialist Online, you're going to have the tools and knowledge to be able to get rid of this pain at the front of your hips. Let's begin. Hello, my name is Dr. Stephen Hume and I'm a doctor of chiropractic.
Hi guys, I'm Dr. Andrew Kurt and I'm also a doctor of chiropractic, and in today's video we're going to be talking about pain that originates in the hip. Now this can be caused by many different factors. One of the most common causes is wear and tear of the hip. Now what we also find in our clinics is that pain originating from the hip is most likely due to a muscle imbalance. So this is often the case when we have very tight inner thigh muscles and much weaker gluteal muscles. So there is an imbalance between the two. So what we're going to be doing in this video is showing you how to restore that muscle balances, and we've come up with 6 exercises that you can implement today to help work with that. Now, if these exercises don't help or you want further advice, then we highly recommend seeking us online with Pain Specialist Online, and you can book an appointment using the link below. So exercise number 1, what we're going to be showing you is how to do a lunge. So what we want you to do is a common useful place to do this on is a couch, or you can use some kind of bench. Now I want you to put your knee up against the edge of the couch, and if you want to have more of a stretch you can put some pillows underneath your knee, and you're going to bring your other leg forward into a lunge position. Now I want you to drop your pelvis down, and if you're comfortable enough, I want you to then reach your arms up in the air and lean back. This should give you a lovely stretch in the front of the groin. You should feel this sort of in the belly area and also down the front of the thigh muscle, the quadricep muscle.
So you can hold this for around 30 seconds and you can repeat this a few times in a day. Another way that you can do this exercise at the same time as strengthening your gluteal muscles, which is an area of the body that is usually very weak and typically makes the hip pain worse when we have this weakness in the glute. So we can do this in a lunge position. So what you're going to do is, standing on the floor with your legs relatively close together, you're just going to step forwards, and then you're going to bring your knee down to the floor, going straight down, and then leaning forwards. You then should feel the stretch on one hip, while on the other side you should feel your gluteal muscle being worked, and then you can just bring yourself back up. Just be careful that you're not bending from your spine and you're doing it from your hips. I would suggest repeating this about 5 to 10 times on each side, and then repeating 3 times within the day. So for the second exercise is going to be a way to release the hip flexors as well as the quads at the front, and we're going to use a foam roller. If you don't have a foam roller, I'll put a link in the description below of one that you can buy. So what we can do with this one is placing the foam roller on the floor. You're going to lie onto your front, placing the foam roller over your hip flexors and your quads, and then you're just going to very slowly and gently roll into that muscle, finding the tender areas and just releasing that fascia and muscle.
Now exercise number 3 encompasses 2 key muscles. We've got the hamstrings at the back of the thigh, and then we've got those adductors which help bring the leg in at the inner thigh. Now what these stretches will do is really stretch out again the muscles and the fascia, and also the hip capsule around that hip joints. So what you want to do with this exercise, you want to place your foot up on a surface. Again, this can be a bench, or you can put it up on the sofa, any surface that's raised. If you want to get more of a stretch, you can always add more levels to that, like adding more pillows on the sofa. You're going to put your leg up onto that surface, and without compromising your back and keeping your back straight, you're going to gently lean forward, rotating your pelvis forward, so you get a nice hip hinge movement, which we'll show in the video. And this is going to allow you to get a nice stretch down the back of the leg. Now all you're going to do to stretch the inner thigh muscles is rotate your body inwards, and as you can see on the video, you're going to then feel a stretch on the inner thigh. So this is going to stretch those adductor muscles. Now for the next exercise, exercise number 4, we're going to be stretching the quadriceps. And that's going to be the muscle that attaches from the hip joint all the way down into the knee. So it's a very, very important muscle to stretch out, releasing any pain that you're feeling into that hip. So I want you to lie on your front. This can also be done lying on your side if you're more comfortable doing that. You're going to use either a stretching band like a TheraBand. Again, look in the link below for a link to that TheraBand. Or you can equally just use a towel at home. So lying on your front as an example, you're gonna wrap that towel or that TheraBand round the base of your ankle, and you're going to gently, pulling that with both hands, pull it towards your head. This will give you a nice stretch in the inner thigh and towards the knee joint as well. So for our next exercise, Stephen's going to be talking about glutes bridging and how we can strengthen the joints around the hip as well.
Yes, so for the glute strengthening, as I said before, this is a very vital muscle to have functioning well. So this first exercise is going to be called a glute bridge. What we're going to do here is lying onto our back, we're going to bend our knees so our feet are flat on the floor, and then simply from the power of your glutes is bringing your hips up until you make a flat surface, and then hold that for a second or two, and then very slowly and controlled downwards, and repeat that for around 10 times. If you want to make that harder, what I suggest is just very slightly lifting one foot off the floor, so then you're operating just from one side, and again going up and down and repeating that for 10 times before you switch to the other side, and again repeating this for around 3 times within a day. Now for the last exercise, if you've mastered the glute bridge, a way you can make it even harder is going to be a DNS exercise that is going to be for the glutes. So what we're going to do is lying on your side, you're going to have your elbow and your wrists on the floor. You're going to bend your knees to about 90 degrees and then going to mirror the knees on top of each other. You're then going to mirror your top arm with the arm that's on the floor. And then with the whole body, you're going to bring yourself up and around. So you should feel the pressure on your elbows and your knees. So I would suggest doing it on a nice soft surface. Again, repeat this 10 times, doing it nice and slowly, and 3 times within the day.
Okay guys, so they are our 6 key exercises to get you started with the hip pain. Now with the hip pain, as we mentioned before, there are a few different causes that can cause it. So what you want to do is, if these exercises aren't working or you feel that they're benefiting slightly but you just need a bit more help, so the best thing to do is contact a chiropractor, and we work with pain specialists online. So if you'd like to book an appointment, we can find out what is going on with the problem and what we can do to help. We'll then send you some exercises that are very specifically tailored to you. So we hope you enjoyed the video, and we look forward to seeing you again very soon.
Please do like the video if you found some value from it. Subscribe for new videos every single week, and we will see you next time. Hey guys, if you found this video useful and would like to get some advice and a personalized treatment plan for you, then I would highly recommend consulting with pain specialists online. Here's Dr. Adductor to tell you what you can expect.
Thanks, Dr. Stephen. So Pain Specialists Online is an online video call appointment service. You can find our website on the link below. What you'll get is a one-to-one consultation where we're going to find out exactly what your problem is and whether we can help you. If we can help you, then great. We'll send you an exercise program and we'll follow you step by step, implementing those exercises, giving you the latest nutrition and lifestyle advice. We look forward to seeing you very soon. Thanks for listening.